Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind.
Hi, I'm Melanie Friedlander, and welcome to My Terrible Take, coming at you every Sunday, courtesy of Steelers Depot. In the Steelers' third preseason game against the Lions, their first and only home game before the regular season, fans were finally treated to a look at all the starters working together. They did not disappoint, jumping out to a 24-0 lead and eventually winning to bring their preseason record to 3-0. Most importantly, we finally got to see quarterback Ben Roethlisberger play. Based on his training camp practices, no one was particularly worried about how that would go, and he certainly did not disappoint, going 8 of 10 for 137 yards and 2 TDs, including a 43-yard pass to Deontay Johnson and an 80% completion rate. What may have been his most impressive play of the game came on 3rd and 4 on the first drive, where Ben escaped a sack, fooled the defense with his classic pump fake, and hit Eric Ebron in the numbers down the opposite sideline. Unfortunately, Ebron dropped it, but it was clearly the backyard football style that Steelers fans have come to expect in classic form. Ben finished the game with a perfect passer rating of 158.3. By the way, why isn't a perfect rating a round number? That always seems so weird to me. Anyway, he looked virtually perfect to me. Composed under pressure, no risky throws. So here's my bold prediction. A year older but an extra year out from his elbow surgery, Ben will be even better in 2021 than he was last year when he led the team to a 12-4 season and an AFC North title. We don't have a direct comparison to where Ben was at this time last year, since the entire preseason was canceled due to the COVID pandemic. But here are the reasons I think Ben will be better this year. He's another year removed from his elbow surgery. My guess is that it's no longer a factor for him, unlike last season. As anyone who has had surgery knows, you're initially conscious of protecting that part of the body. While Ben would never admit it, I bet there was a constant tendency to avoid re-injury, whether conscious or not. Ben's arm will be fresher. He had to throw a lot in the 2020 offseason because he was rehabbing his elbow. This year, he went back to his usual practice of resting his arm. He's got a new offensive coordinator who looks to be designing a much more creative offense than the basic and eventually predictable, quote, get rid of the ball in less than 2 seconds, unquote, game plan we saw last year. He's got a crazy talented starting running back in Najee Harris, and the number 2, Anthony McFarland, seems to be making the second-year jump now that he has had a chance at a full offseason. He's got a reliable pass-catching tight end in rookie Pat Freiermuth. He's got arguably the best wide receiver core in the league. And yes, the offensive line remains a question with a lot of youth and inexperience, as well as a new O-line coach. But they did enough to let Ben shine last night, and they have another few weeks to work on technique and gel. Roethlisberger could have walked away from the game when his bestie Maurkice Pouncey hung up his cleats last January, and Ben would have been a first-ballot Hall of Famer without question. He has nothing to prove, but he clearly has a passion for the game, and he wants to win another Lombardi. He took a pay cut to come back, and he's clearly all in on the 2021 season. He looks fit and fluid, and he didn't even need to eat avocado ice cream to get there. Big Ben is back, baby, and maybe better than ever. Thanks for listening to my take, and please follow me on Twitter @GirlSurgeon.
Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Skazora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.